what people don't seem to realize, this goes a lot with the work-life balance. China announces 3-child limit in major policy shift. For you guys that were in the Masculine Empowerment Network chat talking about China doesn't have a population and their 2-child policies ruining them, okay? You don't think these motherfuckers know that? They knew that before you knew that, okay? Move follows data showing sharp decline in number of births in the world's most populous country. China has announced that couples will be permitted to have up to 3 children in a major policy shift from the existing 2-child limit, after recent data showed a dramatic decline in births in the world's most populous country. To actively respond to the aging of population, a couple can have 3 children, state media Xinhua reported on Monday, citing a meeting of China's elite Politburo leadership committee hosted by President Xi Jinping. China's fertility rate stands at 1.3, below the level needed to maintain a stable population. According to the National Bureau of Statistics, there were officially 12 million babies born in 2020, 2.6 million fewer that were born in 2018, an 18% fall. Now, what I don't think people realize is 2020, everybody's fucking locked down. No shit, birth rates went down. What are you going to do? Fuck a fucking Coke bottle and hope a baby's going to shoot out of it? Preliminary data released earlier this year based on registered births had an indicated a year-on-year drop of 15%. Earlier this month, China reported the slowest population growth since 1960s, despite scrapping its one-child policy in 2015 to encourage more births and to stave off a looming demographic crisis. A once-a-decade census showed the overall population in China grew to 1.41 billion in the 10 years to 2020, up by 5.38%. The increase reflects an average annual rise of 0.53%, down from 0.57% reported from 2000 to 2010. So really not that much of a difference. A very small difference, though. For more than 35 years, China enforced a controversial one-child policy, initially imposed a halt at population explosion. Its replacement, a 2-child limit, failed to result in a sustainable surge in the number of births, as the high cost of raising children in Chinese cities deterred many couples from starting families. I just don't understand how people say kids are so expensive. My brother has 3 kids. They're broke, and the kids are fucking super smart, super well-adjusted, super well-fed. On paper, under the current 2-child policy, couples have to pay a social support fine for having a 3rd children. The amount is set by a local government, and the administrative charge is up to 10 times per capita disposable income. However, some say the implementation of this policy varies in different parts of the country. Okay, so you can see China's fertility rate has remained below 2 since the 1990s, but this is happening around the world as well. You can see Japan is here in yellow. The dark blue is Korea. And these, what people don't seem to realize, this goes a lot with the work-life balance. People don't seem to realize that the people that work the most hours per week in the world and people who also study the most in the world are from South Korea. Okay, studying is a huge cultural thing here in Asia, guys. They have things called cram schools. Let me turn on the camera so you can see my beautifully handsome face. Okay. They have things here called cram schools, and it is a school you go to after school. So after you go to school, you go to your second school where you just study. In Japan, they're called jukus, right? They're also known as cram schools, where you go and you tell as a parent, you choose like, okay, well, Billy, he needs to learn more math. He needs to learn more English. He needs to learn more science. And you have dedicated experts that are there as teachers who are private teachers, and you send your kids to get educated, real education, not like, hey, here's Bob. And sometimes Bob likes to bang Steve, but he also likes to bang Sally next door. Bob is bisexual. No, it's like, here is math. Here's how you do division. Here's how you make logical sense using math, numbers, science, okay? If you want science, you got science. I used to work in a juku, and so the kids would come to me for extracurricular English activities, right? So I would teach them above average level English education that they did not receive in the public schools, Okay, it's huge, huge business over in Asia. So the Koreans study the most in Asia. They also work the most. No surprise that their birth rate is collapsing the most.